Hello YouTube. So today I am going to be installing a new air filter on my 2018 Honda CB650F and a new flasher relay because I installed LED signals, as you can see here, on the back of my bike, and it's doing that hyper flashing thing, as you can see here. So to prevent that, in the front, I got a relay that I will show you in a minute, and I am going to be installing that as well because the air filter and the flasher relay, both things, they go under this tank, under this fuel tank. So because I'm gonna be removing the tank, so I thought I would do both things at the same time. So in order to do that, we will have to remove this part of the fairing, this part of the fairing, and then lift the tank up. The only difference is the TST Industries flasher relay. Well, the TST Industries is from US, and here in Canada, if I buy the relay from them, it was, I think, $35 US for the relay, and then $20 to $30 for shipping. So I went to eBay and got this relay for less than $20. Let's see if it works on this bike or not. Okay, so in order to remove the tank, the very first thing I'm gonna do is remove this seat. Just take it out, and then I'm gonna start removing these fairing parts. First screw here, the second screw here, this one, and then the third screw is down here. The next step is to remove this bolt right here. The size is 10 millimeters, so just get your either a wrench or this ratchet, put a 10 millimeter socket on it, and then just remove it from both sides.
Okay, this is the bolt.
Make sure that this rubber grommet is like in nicely. If it's kind of coming out, just take it out because you do not want to lose it. So just make sure that it's nice and good in there. And if it's coming out, just take it out and then put it back in when you're putting this bolt back in.
Okay, these two bolts are out.
Okay, so after these bolts are out, the next step is to take this bolt out here. So it's a long one, so from one side you will have to hold it with a wrench, and then you loosen this side right here. Let me show you. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna use this ratchet right here to loosen it, and then this wrench to hold it. So that, because if you don't hold it, it's just gonna keep rotating and it's not gonna come loose. So, but as you can see here, my ratchet is touching this part of the fairing, so I'm gonna use an extension. So okay, so I've got the extension on. Now I'm gonna start loosening it. So let's see if I can do it with the GoPro stuck in my shirt. Okay, so this wrench, I'm just holding it in one place, and then this one, there you go. Now you can remove it. Oh shoot. Okay, that fell down there. I'm gonna get it, and make sure that you get the washer too. You do not want to lose it. Oh man. Okay, so the next step is to just take this fairing part off of the tank. You don't have to fully remove it, just remove this part right here, just this Velcro part. You just wiggle it around and then pull it out so that it's not connected to the tank. Then the same thing goes on this side. Just remove it from both sides, and then you will be able to see, you will be able to lift it up. One sec. Okay, so what I did here was I just lifted the tank, and then I'm using this bar or stick, whatever you call it, to keep it lifted. This is the air box, but the relay goes down here, under in there. This part right here. So if you see, there are small fasteners here. This one, you press it, and then that one also, you just press it in the middle. These are push fasteners, so press it and then you take them out. You can work on your air filter without removing the fuel tank, and even on the relay, but it's just a bit hard, and also harder to show on camera what I'm doing there. So I am going to remove the tank fully. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wiggle this tube out, this hose out first, just these two first, and then give me one sec. Okay, so that one's out. Okay, so I just had to twist it around, and this one is out too. Now I'm gonna remove the electrical connector back there, that one. I can't really go into deep because I'm holding a tank with one hand. So, okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, so it's this one, goes right here. And now the last hose is this one. This one is gonna leak a little fuel, just a little bit, so make sure that you have a rag with you. So now I'm gonna remove this hose, this one, and this little push lock here, so you just push it with your finger. Ow.
Just wiggle it out a little bit, might get caught on that rubber grommet that it goes through, cause a little bit of friction.
Just, okay, there. Now it's unlocked, and you can push it out. So I'm gonna use a rag to catch any of the fuel that leaks. Yep, there is a few droplets. Not a whole lot. Oh, never mind. There was, I'd say, 2-3 tablespoons, if I'm correct. Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna set this rag aside like this. So now I'm gonna put it back a little. Then I'm gonna remove this bolt out so that I can just take it out. The whole tank I can take out. Removed this long bolt from here, and it is kind of hard. You have to wiggle it around because these rubber grommets, they kind of don't let it go. And yeah, I just had to wiggle it around, push it out, and it's finally out. Now I'm just gonna lift this whole tank up and put it aside on a nice place where I don't scratch it, and then so that it's easier to work on it. Okay, so there's the fuel tank sitting nicely on the water bottle pack. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't scratch it on anything, so it's nice and good there. And look at this. Now that's a naked bike. Okay, so these are the two push tabs. This one I pushed, you know, the center circle part. You push it in with a screwdriver or something, and this one again. And now I'm just gonna pull it up so that I can take them out. These two tabs, I'm gonna set them aside. So yeah, there's so much stuff in the way, so you just have to like pick it up and like try to pull it out in that direction. There's just so many things in the way.
Okay. Is it gonna come out now or no? Or is it gonna be stuck?
Okay, I don't know if it's gonna come fully off, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. And there is the flasher relay, this one right here. So we take this one out and then bro. Okay, there it is. The flasher it is out. There's the wording on it. Okay, this is the new flasher relay. Let's see if it works, because I got it from eBay. Okay, so with the eBay relay, it wasn't going in because it has the 4 pins, but it wasn't going in perfectly in there or nicely. So what I did was I opened up the relay, these two parts, I opened it up. This is what the main thing is, so I'm gonna put it in there. Okay, so here it is. So the relay that came from eBay, right, it had the 4 connectors like this original one here, but they were not lined up correctly. So what I did is I just took it out of the case. This case, as you can see, it's hollow now. Yeah, so I just took it out and I put it in like that. So what I'm gonna do is, now it's in there, and now I'm just gonna put the case over it just to make sure that it's, you know, insulated from everything else, and I put it back in. So in order to test it without the tank on your bike, just make sure that the kill switch is on kill mode so that the fuel pump does not engage. Turn your bike on and you can test your, voila, there you go, no hyper flash, as you can see on the other side as well. No hyper flash, nice and easy. So there you go. I'm just gonna put this back on, the cover for the relay. There's so many. Okay, so putting it back on is as hard as taking it out. Okay, and then you can just put it in there and press it. There you go. and it's back on. Okay, so now the next step is to remove this cover for the air filter, to install the air filter in there. First thing you want to do is you unclip this sensor here. Put it aside. And then the next step is to remove all these screws around this air box in there. All these screws, and then one is right in there. So remove all these screws, then this cover will come off. So here is the air filter, this thing, and to remove it, this screw here and this screw here, these are the two screws that you gotta take out, and it will just come out. Okay, so now it should be, yep, just lift it up, and here is the air filter. As you can see, it is dirty. And the the owner's manual, it says to change it at 19,000 kilometers. This bike has 21,000 kilometers, so I am a little late because I've been busy using the bike. So okay, and here is the new filter, air filter. It's this one right here. I got it from Fort9.com or .ca, I'm not sure that is. Okay, so now I'm just gonna clean up some stuff here, a little bit of dirt that I see in here, and then I'm gonna put this there. So this is the new air filter, and that is how it should go. Oh, there. Okay, yeah, so it just sits there. Now I'm gonna put the screws back. Just make sure that you're doing it in a clean environment, because you don't want anything getting in there, any dirt or anything in these four big holes. Nice and tight. Now I'm gonna put the air box back on it. Okay, forgot the last one. Okay, so now just gonna put this connector back there.
Now I'm gonna put the gas tank back on it. Make sure the hoses are not stuck anywhere. Okay, these two are the hoses. Okay, I'm gonna do is install this big bolt in there. Put the tank goes in here, and then I will put these hoses back on. And do not forget the connector that goes in here. Okay, I also had to remove the tank fully because the nut that goes here, it went in there, and I couldn't find it. It's right there, as you can see it. Now I'm just gonna pick it up with these. Oh shoot! There. Woohoo! Okay, so the tank is back on it. When you're putting the tank back on it, just make sure that these fairings are not in the way. Make sure that you spread them out. And this is back in. I only hand tightened it. Do not tighten it fully because you still need to lift the tank up to install those hoses back on it.
Okay. Here goes the main hose. I felt the click, and now, yeah, don't forget to put this lock back. Don't forget to put it back on. Just gonna take it out one more time. Make sure it's in there nicely. And now, there, it's locked. Now these vacuum hoses, just put them on and just push them all the way in. Okay, so the hyper flash issue has been fixed. The filter has been installed in there, so now I just have to put the tank back on. Just make sure that you connect the right hoses to the right, place, and do not forget about the connector that comes with the tank. Do not forget to connect that, because I forgot to connect that at first, so I had to remove it all and then connect it back again, so it's a mess. Well, and so yeah, just I would have to tighten this one, and then put these bolts back.
Make sure that you do not tighten this bolt too much, because when I was tightening it, I didn't even tighten it too much, but the bolt broke in there. So for now, I just left it in there because I was done with everything. But the next time I'm gonna need to take off the tank, it's gonna be a whole lot of work. So make sure that you do not just tighten it a little bit, just until it's snug, and then just stop there.
Back in, and then put the fairings back on, and it's all good to go. So there you go, the relay from eBay. It was initially, it said that it was for a Honda CB550F, because I could not find the one for 650F anywhere other than TST Industries. So I got the one for 500F. I'll put the link in the description as well for the relay. But again, you will have to open up the relay, and then only then it's gonna go in, because otherwise the pins are not lined up correctly. But as you can see, it works good. I don't have to worry about, and because I was thinking about putting on those, the sequential turn signals. I was thinking of putting those on this bike, and now I can do it, because if I had the hyper flash issue, the sequential turn signals would not work. Okay, yeah, so that's it for now, and hope my video helped you all, and I will see you all in my next video, probably either about all the mods on this bike, or maybe the things I dislike about it. And the position of the air filter is one of them. All right, see you later. One last thing that I should mention is that after everything was done, my check engine light came on, but for this bike it's not the check engine light, it's for the fuel injection system. It's mainly because we disconnected those hoses, the vacuum hoses, then put them back on, so nothing's wrong here. And I went on a 10-minute ride. The light was on the whole time, as it can be seen in this video, and it was on when I was coming back. But when I got home, I turned off my bike using a kill switch, and then I turned on the kill switch back on, and that erased the light, and the light was gone. And then I turned on my bike again just to make sure, and it was still gone. And after that, the light has never come back on, so it's all good. So if it happens with you, just give it a, I guess, just go for a little ride and give it about a couple of restarts, and it'll be good.